4:36 in Summers, we're learning more details about a former Summers high school athletic coach accused of sexually assaulting one of his players. He's now facing a number of serious charges and appeared in court yesterday. Your reporter Marcy Jones live in Summers this morning, breaking down all those details. So Marcy, where does this investigation stand this morning?
Good morning, Kate. Well, this is particularly disturbing because parents really place their trust into the adult staff at schools to protect their children. These allegations have certainly rocked the community and have sparked concerns that there could be more than one victim. 27-year-old Justin Perez was arrested and faces several charges, including sexual assault, risk of injury, and enticing a minor. According to the arrest warrant, Perez made numerous sexual advances toward a 15-year-old female student during the 2023 to 2024 school year. The warrant details how Perez allegedly sent the student explicit photos over Snapchat and would whisper inappropriate comments in her ear while wrestling. Perez allegedly even tried to convince the student to stay in the same hotel room as him while the team was away at States. Police were notified of the allegations by the team's head coach, who says he only found out after trying to convince the student to rejoin the team this school year. That's when she confessed why she quit. Teammates have also said that they believe it's possible that Perez had another relationship with another girl on that team. Police are still investigating those allegations. And coming up in the next half an hour, we're going to be hearing from a Summers High School student. Your reporter in Summers, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Marcy, thank you. This morning.